The next step is to go ahead and get the window channel or window run cut. Here's the new piece. Here's the original piece that I'll use as the pattern. Not too tough here. The one thing I did want to mention is that this has the beading is notched off at the end, maybe about 3/16 of an inch. And the reason for this, if you look at the window frame, this window channel has to fit up into this window frame. So I get to slide in there. Come on. And I think you get the idea. It fits up into here. The beading stops against these edges, but the wind channel continues on in there just a little bit. So just wanted to point that out. That'll be easy to cut with a cut-off saw. So let's go ahead and get that cut, and I'll show you the finished piece. So I got the new window channel cut. Just like the original, use the original as a guide. So you can see that they're cut the same. Now one thing I did have a little problem with is where this window channel fits into the window frame. This new one was quite a tight fit. And so what I ended up doing was putting the channel in the vise and just gently, kind of squeezing it a little bit where it fit into that. It's still a pretty good tight fit, but it's in the window frame, but it's better. I didn't want to squeeze it too much or then the window would drag. The next thing to do, you'll notice that when you get your old window run out, you'll notice that where the rivets are, it's dimpled. And so, me being anal, just decided I need to duplicate those dimples. Those dimples probably, on the original one happened, they probably had something that had quite a bit of force to set these rivets and made those dimples. My rivet setting tool, which is this, I don't think that's going to be enough to be able to dimple it like that. So what I did is I made up a little jig that holds the window run. I took an end mill and made a, if you want to call it a relief, in this piece, so I could put a 30 thousandths dimple in this. And what I do, I'm going to show you, for example, I've already done one of them. I've marked all the places. You can see that. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. I've marked all the places off the original run. And then you see on this one, I put tape on those lines. Wrapped it around, made sure everything was straight and square. So I could put it in this little jig, like so. And then I take a punch, and I figured out, given the thickness of the metal and the size dimple I want, what size punch. And this is a 3/16 here. So I put the punch in there and hit it with a big old hammer. And dimple it. So you can see the dimple right there. I guess that's a better view. So you can see that dimple there. So that puts the dimple in it. So I'll go ahead and do the rest of them. The dimples for the end piece, which there it is in the bag, that attaches to the door, they're actually larger. So we got one with a larger relief cut in it, and with a larger end mill. Used a flat end mill to do these. And so that's what I'll use to dimple for those. So we'll go ahead and dimple them. Let me show you on the window frame. The reason you need to dimple is that you're going to go through this part of the window frame, and these same rivets that hold on that window run, we're going to hold this seal that the edge of your vent window seals against. So you can see on the back side, you can see the holes. So it's actually a sandwich. So you got this, the window frame, and the window run is all sandwiched together. So you've got to have a dimple in it so you get some good contact between the run and that weather seal. Also, if you notice, if you look at the end of this, you'll see that the center of this run is slightly concave. So you've got to, get that flat, plus the dimple. So there's some good reasons to do the dimple. I bet a lot of people don't, but like I say, I'm anal. So let's go ahead and finish up the rest of these dimples, and then we'll start assembling this. Here's the completed window run with all the dimples and all the holes drilled. These down at the bottom are for the bracket that attaches it to the bottom of the door. Like so. So next step is to get the gasket, the weather strip, into the window frame. That weather strip needs to be in before the window run goes on, because the window run will push up against the weather strip right up in this area. So now, this is not going to be the easiest thing to do, because if you notice, see if I could do this with one hand. You notice this end here, zoom in, sorry for the shaky camera, this end here is a lot wider than right here, so that is going to have to push into there and slide, because there's like a divider right here. It has to slide all the way to this end. So, not going to be the easiest thing to do. But, we've got red rubber grease, recommended for installing these weather strips. Also, supposed to keep them, kind of rejuvenate them and keep them soft. So we'll find out. So let's get ready to do that.